Welcome back to another Reaction Monday. And we are getting back to someone that I've wanted to get back to for a long time. This is Thank You, Scientist. I loved their first song. Seriously, it was like this mixture of a little progressive elements with some funky elements. And it was really funny because, at least in the video, and I'm only going off the video, it's like, you know when metal bands back in the 80s like tried to look satanic because like, I would even say, even in the 90s, you've got bands that like wore masks and the Marilyn Manson, this like persona that gets thrown out there along with the package of the music that gets thrown out there. And this band, at least in the first video, seems like the package that's getting thrown out there are a bunch of like, I just feel like high school kind of. I remember I did this in high school. There's actually a video. I wish I had it here so I could post it. But I used to hang out with these two kids that were kind of these, I would call them creative artsy types when it comes to like how they present the package. And we like dressed up. We played like When I Come Around for our senior talent. No, was that my senior? Yeah, it was my senior talent show. When I Come Around, and we dressed up in like, we all put on these hoodies. Oh, I'm actually wearing a hoodie. We put up these hoodies and we tied it really tight so you could only see just like this part of our face. We had sweatpants on. We were in socks while we were playing, and we were like jumping around while we were playing. And it was like a persona along with the music that you're playing to be funny or whatever. Now, I don't know if these, it seems like it, because in this video, the first video we watched of Thank You, Scientist, it was definitely like this persona that they're trying to throw off as like these, this like hipster slash Napoleon Dynamite's persona. That's what I feel like these guys are. But it doesn't matter because I like the music. The music is really good. So today we are going to get back to Thank You, Scientist. And there were a lot of people who had a lot of links and a lot of good suggestions. But I think I'm going to go, I just downloaded a link with an instrumental by these guys because I would like to hear it again without the singer. And then the next time we listen to Thank You, Scientist, I'll listen to it with the singer. And this song is called Chromology. So this is, I think, an instrumental, and I'm interested to hear how they play out with no vocal kind of piece to the band. If it sounds like Wolfpack where it gets kind of repetitive too much, or if they do a lot of that mixture again of progressive with some funk elements. Definitely looking forward to it. So let's do it. Yes. Like that off. Definitely progressive. Little ska. God, this is so like Napoleon Dynamite. Maybe that's what they're going for. I feel like I'm playing Legend of Zelda or something. That just dated me a lot. Ooh, I like it. I hope there's some themes, even though it's an instrumental and you don't have to follow the verse, chorus. Again, I hope there's some themes that continue. Nice. Add 60. Oh, I love this part. So this would be a great theme if they keep coming back to this. This has got a very Spiral Architect more jazzy fusion feel. Ooh, I like that. Dun, 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 dun. I like this part. Oh, sick.
Oh, it's a little bit of chrome.
Chromology. Ooh, nice. Fucking horn is sick. I like that. Oh, I felt that. Bah. Oh, didn't do it. Only once. Bah, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, there it is. Definitely jamming out. These last 2 minutes have been sick. That was a big switch. Little abrupt, but I like the sound. Definitely talented boys. Bah, bah. I feel like just like bah, bah, bah. Swing. It's got a very Fish element jam. Very Fish element. Even their style is a little fishy too. Get it? Ooh. Damn, dude. Fucking roll. Welcome to the freezer. Welcome to the freezer. I keep hearing Fish. Does it say welcome to the freezer? Ooh, I love that. The syncopation. Dude, this reminds me. This is like a much more advanced Fish. Fish is really good, but this is definitely a level or two above Fish. Ooh, I like those. Like a real violin? This to me is just like a jam. This is a jam. I wouldn't even call it an instrumental. Drummer's got some sick chops. Just like Trey. Oh, dun, dun. Ooh. Cat, 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 cat. Kind of back to, we're back to Zelda now. Is this a repeat? I don't know, but maybe it's the end of Zelda. Good build. Oh, it just kind of like went in the half. 1, 2, 3, 5. God. Ooh, put it. Semi-automatic.
You win. Perfect.
Ba-dum-boom-boom. Step into the freezer. Ba-dum-boom-boom. Uncle Ebenezer. Gonna be cold, cold, cold. Sorry. Again, that reminds me of Fish. That song was like, I think, better than Fish. I think Fish is really talented and really good, but that was kind of like a step up of Fish. And it just seemed to me like a jam. And I think jams are great. I will say that I think that with instrumentals in general, when you don't have to worry about a vocal melody or anything like that, it gives you more leeway to go in different places and to kind of establish different routes, so to speak. But even an instrumental, in my personal taste, in my personal opinion, I tend to like instrumentals that also have themes. So let me give you an example. I know people are gonna bitch about this when they hear me say it, but it's the best that I can do. It's my analogy. With my favorite band, Dream Theater, they have several instrumentals as well. And a lot of people with Dream Theater love Metropolis instrumental. They just love the Dance of Eternity. And it's like, it's my least favorite. Like, I don't really like, it's just, to me, Dance of Eternity is great as far as like, it's got a lot of musical elements, cool, like runs and different stuff like that, but it doesn't really have a theme. It's just a bunch of these elements stuck together. And that's cool a little bit, but I much prefer, my favorite instrumental by Dream Theater is Yetse Jam, which is their first instrumental that they really wrote. Because it has a theme throughout the song, and then they go off into different places. It's got that same kind of theme that runs throughout the beginning, the middle, and the end of the song. And then they go off and do these crazy fucking things in between. I also like Erotomania, because Erotomania has like these themes, slower parts, and whatever. I think this is kind of similar. Like, that's why I said it kind of reminded me of like Spiral Architect, but like in a different sort of way. In the sense that it was very kind of all over the place and it had a bunch of like different elements all dragged into one song that was 9 minutes and something seconds. So I like the elements of it, but I would say it's probably not a song I would go back to and listen to over and over again because it doesn't have something that catches me or brings me back to some home base. Now I did hear the Zelda theme, I call the Zelda theme, in between the beginning and the end a little bit, but other than that I didn't catch any other themes. There may have been some themes but with so much being splattered on the wall, especially on a first listen, it's difficult to hear those themes. So as far as the music, it had a bunch of everything but the kitchen sink, as we say, and I think it was a good song in the sense of like I loved a lot of the just syncopation and a lot. Obviously, these guys are uber talented, and I definitely am interested in listening to them more. But I would also be interested in maybe more of a theme kind of song, which I think this is a good venture out to hear one of their instrumental kind of songs. But in the future, when you're kind of giving requests for Thank You Scientist, I would like to hear some songs, even if they're instrumentals, that at least they're instrumentals that have themes to them, that have some sort of kind of construction in the song. That's what I tend to like. I don't tend to like things that are completely out there, which is why I never got into Fish, because it's like Fish is cool for the first like 10 minutes, and if you're high, it's cool for the first hour and a half. But for 3 hours of just jam band music, it just totally sounds like techno music. The one thing I bitch about with techno music is techno music is just like ooch, 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 ooch. Then you build, explode, ooch, 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 juice. And it's just like I cannot do with that much repetitive, stuff in a song. So I feel like jam band does the same thing, just in a different style of music. It's just the same thing, that's just like monotony over and over again. First 10, 15 minutes is great. If you're baked, it's even better for a little bit longer. But then it gets pretty fucking boring and tiring. So I like it. I would like this for like a one-time listen for 10 minutes, but I probably wouldn't be like, let's go listen to more of that. I'm like more of the theme construction kind of melody song. So thank you for the request. Looking forward to Thank You Scientist as always for more, and like and subscribe, and we'll see you for the next reaction. Peace.